Hello and welcome to the Beckoning Bookshelf. I'm your host, Jeffrey Ashcraft. As a kid, Halloween was my favorite holiday. I loved the creepy feeling of it. And that has kind of translated to some of my interests today. But even though it was my favorite holiday, I could tell you nothing about its origins. Why did we celebrate Halloween? And why on October 31st? Is that day creepier than other days? And why do we dress in costumes and go around door to door, or these days, trunk to trunk, and get candy? And where does the phrase trick or treat even come from? Well, luckily for those who have forgotten what Halloween is all about, or those who had no idea, like myself, Mr. Moundshroud will show us the way. The Halloween Tree was written by Ray Bradbury and published in 1972. Not this copy. This copy was published in 2015. And it is based on a 1967 screenplay that Bradbury was writing in collaboration with Chuck Jones of Looney Tunes fame. That while that screenplay was never fully produced, it eventually inspired the book some 5 years later, and a 1993 animated film by the same name that premiered on ABC. Now, what is this book about? Well, the book follows 8 boys on the most exciting night of the year, Halloween. However, one of the boys, the coolest boy in the world, Pipkin, is missing. And Halloween isn't Halloween without Pipkin. With the mysterious Mr. Moundshroud as their guide, the boys go on a grand adventure through time to find their lost friend and to learn the true meaning of the darkest holiday of all. Now, if you're thinking, that kind of sounds like a Christmas carol, it's because it does. I mean, the Halloween Tree is practically the Christmas Carol, but for Halloween. And it is a lot of fun. I love the new layers and features that Bradbury gives to Halloween. Mr. Moundshroud and the Halloween Tree are perfect symbols and caretakers for the dark holiday. They're practically like Santa Claus and Christmas trees, but, for Halloween. And while I love Jack Skellington and Halloween Town, I kind of feel like they merely represent the shallow surface of Halloween, just the candy, the costumes, and the scares. While Mr. Moundshroud and the Halloween Tree represent the depths of Halloween and its true meaning. I mean, Halloween's background is rather complex. Unlike other major holidays like Christmas, Easter, or Independence Day, Halloween isn't exactly based on a singular historical event. It's more like a creepy puzzle that consists of a variety of pieces from different puzzles that were modified to all fit together. That's practically what Halloween is. And I really like that. How all the different pieces just come from different cultures, places, and times. Some Celtic, some Latin, some Egyptian. It's all fascinating. Now, you may be thinking, well, do we really need, all this additional information about Halloween? I mean, Halloween is fun as it is. Do we really need all this depth? Do we really need to know where everything comes from? Personally, I think so. It makes the holiday more alive to me. I guess I could say more not alive. It's Halloween. I don't know. But, like I said, it was my favorite holiday as a kid. But growing up, it began to lose some of its flavor. It wasn't as interesting. I still loved the creepiness of it and the feel, but there was nothing deeper to it. I mean, there was no reason to be celebrating. It was just some random thing to do on a random day. Kind of like Taco Tuesday or National Donut Day, just with more grandeur. But learning the true meanings behind the different things that we do on Halloween gave it more meaning and depth to me, and it gave me a real reason why we celebrate. And like I said, it makes the whole thing more alive to me, more significant. And it just honestly reinvigorated my love for Halloween. And not just reinvigorated it, I would say it awakened an even deeper love and appreciation for Halloween. Now, I'm not going to spoil all the origins of Halloween, where everything comes from or anything like that. That's a journey for you to take. But I will say briefly what I think Halloween is about now, just very brief. I think it's a celebration of life and death. And both can be pretty scary. And it's a way to remember and celebrate those who came before. Like in Latin America's Day of the Dead. And remember and thank them for the things that they did to help pave the way for us. And it's done in a very fun manner. It's not solemn and sad, but in a celebratory manner. And that's cool and entertaining and fun. But if I were to even sum it up even more, I would say that Halloween can remind us that while death is scary, it's not something to be feared. Now, should you read this book? Yeah, you should totally read this book. A lot of people read A Christmas Carol every Christmas in order to get into the holiday spirit. Well, I think The Halloween Tree could easily be Halloween's Christmas Carol. People could read it to get into the Halloween spirit and remember what Halloween is all about. And it's a not very long of a book. It's a fun, entertaining read, very well written, and it's it's written for children and youth, so they'll enjoy it. But I also think adults will enjoy it as well because of all the things you learn about Halloween and where everything comes from. So, yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a good Halloween. I hope it's an enjoyable holiday for you. Thank you for being here. Always, you are amazing. And go find yourself a good but creepy